And we are back with more Elden Ring. Last time I left off, we are in the Altus Plateau, and we have seemingly conquered all of the shaded castle. That said, that's the castle itself. We still have a bit of the outward perimeter town surrounding it to explore. I doubt there'll be any boss there, but we did see treasure from a distance, so a bit curious about what we'll find there. And then after that, we're going to continue exploring the Altus Plateau, because despite the fact we can go into Volcano Manor to potentially take down, I believe it's Lord Riker, as basically the head of that, we technically have one target to do left for the Volcano Manor, our final graduation exam, and that target is way over here. So until we take down that target, I'd rather not finish up Volcano Manor. Similarly, I'd rather basically not finish up Khalid until we have a bit better vibe on what Ranni's cooking. Like, I'd like to at least get a lead on her body or something, because we have no leverage over her, and I figure once we give her what she wants, it's going to be really too late to have any leverage over her. I think I said that correctly. I might have tripped up on my words there. Basically, if we let her, probably take down this guy from distance. Ooh, I didn't realize I have 30,000 souls. I mean, runes. Totally different. There we go. But yeah, if we have no leverage over her when she gets what she wants, I get the feeling that we are a disposable minion. And I mean, I figure even if we try to just attack her now, I don't want to say that it's not her real body, but we've seen her body, like, hang out, not being active, so I'm assuming there's something up with that. Something basically where, like, she's not actually all the time inhabiting her puppet body. Which raises the question of, is she going back to her original body? But she said she discarded it. Does she have a third body? Like, how many bodies does Ranni the Witch have? Okay. Those two don't attack, so it's only this one I need to worry about. One. Yeah, you block if you want. I'm gonna keep throwing. There we go. Alright, we should be able to safely drop down into the muck in the mire here. Oh, although, it looks like... So that's the top bit of that, but is this, actually navigatable? Okay, we could maybe get over there. We did see a spot of grace that we had missed last time. That is somewhere in the outer fort. Oop. Nope, alright, I'm seeing it. Alright, this might be a bit tricky here, but, only thing we can do is... Why are those slugs all hovering? That is, kind of glitchy behavior, not gonna lie. Alright, cool. Okay, let's ignore. I can't tell if they're climbing the wall. Okay, it looks like they might be kind of climbing the wall. I just gotta keep backing up so we don't go forward a bit and, there we go. No healing for you, good sir. Oh, we got another one. Oh. Excellent. This one also does not have a shield. Cool. Alright. This looks survivable if we go ahead and jump, so rolling the dice. Cool. Not even any fall damage. Okay, no more armor from them. Back to the fisticuffs. We have a zombie to beat up. Well, I whiffed my attack on him, and he whiffed his attack on me, so we're even. Alright, going to Ruin 6. Okay. I'm hoping, after all this effort to get down here, that this little, What do they call these things? The paramounts? The parapets? I'm hoping they connect... Ooh, okay. I don't think we need to attack the slug people. Alright, glass shard. That's worthless. Poison bone dart. That's slightly better. Painting. Alright, I want the painting, so we need to fight our way through these. Go! Wrong one. Need to fight our way through. If I fight our way through, throwing spears. Because we have the high ground advantage here. Okay, go. And... Alright. Pardon me. Wait, I only picked on one of them, right? Okay. Pardon me, I was tempted to just use the aspect of the Crucible tail, but I think this is just as fine. After all, we are pretty close to a site of grace that we do want to tap, so if somehow we do need a refill on any sort of a mana or health, that's easily doable. There we go. I think that's anything that would get in the way of us grabbing this painting. You know, so dark down here. Should definitely turn on the lantern. Alright, painting. Reveal to me what secrets. Champion Song Painting. Which, in hindsight, is there an easy way to know if we've collected certain paintings or not? Alright, work of a wandering artist reminiscent of a painting titled Champions, or reminiscence of a painting titled Champion Song. This painter is said to have captured the landscape seen during the last moments of those welcomed into death's embrace. The soul of the painter and vestige of the dead's last moments can be discovered by visiting the location depicted even now. Well, it's somewhere in the steps. And yeah, it sounds like basically the same description as all the other paintings. Which, yeah, we're not given a breakdown of what we've already checked out or not. Oh yeah, we got that already. Yeah, that's basically where we got a black knife print. I'm still very curious about this one. I'm like trying to decipher from a distance, but it's like there's a giant walkway, scribbly lines, golden rain, and it looks like some sort of odd structure. I mean, I guess, actually. And I could see it being maybe this thing, because I was wondering about that earlier. Where are you, squiggly map here? Curve up, a little bit of a jut before it starts that thing. And that's kind of a jut, but it's very, very tiny. I guess ruins are here. And now, just in case, we're going to put a little marker there. I think that's about the closest lead we have to where that map is pointing towards. I mean, that said, there's a bit of the capital and whatever realm over here there is. I mean, because, like, if I know what I'm doing correctly, which is not a guarantee, we're supposed to be going toward the Erd Tree, and this is the Erd Tree, so what is beyond the capital, and why would we even go there? How would we even get there? But alright. Actually, in hindsight, real quick. How many paintings do we have so far? Because we've got like 3. Yeah, we got that one. We got this one. We got that one, but not this one. I don't think we've gotten this one, but I have a pretty good idea where that is. So I might have already picked it up and just forgot, or didn't put together that it was the painting itself. But yeah, because that's Caelid Castle in the distance, and I believe those are the ruins that are, like, on that shore that we've been trying to gain access to for a while. So definitely something to check out there. The little petrifying hoppers are out there. Seems like pretty standard swamp. I'll just keep my eyes peeled, though, for any potential perfumers. Okay. No perfumer here. There we are. Lost Grace discovered. Is this a kickdown? Nope. Not seeing any goodies. Can we get a little viewpoint from over here? Oh, there we are. There's something. Although how we get to that something, I am not quite sure. It would be somewhere from here in the rock. Suddenly raining. Can't really... Oh, there we go. We can make use of this, I think. Hey, here we go. I don't think... Huh. I can't summon Torrent here, no. Oh, I think I see it. Oh. Now the question is, does that, like, reach around? Or could we scale here? Oop, oop. Ah! Oh. Oh. Ah, come on. Oh, there we go. Now we're gaming. Specifically, MMO-style gamer of just abuse the sides of cliffs and hop up things that you shouldn't be able to hop up. If it works, it works. Now that said, we've kind of hit a bit of a dead end here, and I get the vibe this isn't... Ooh! There we go. Ooh, stone sword key. Don't mind if I do. Man, I guess we might as well just throw spears at these guys. Whoa! Oh, hello. Ignore me. Okay, grab this. Now, if memory serves correct, these are guys that I believe we took care of before. Oh, hello. Don't shove me. Nothing here. Can't even go around. And I can't do much from up here. Assumedly. Alright, we are going to top off just in case. Back to the fisticuffs. Time to beat up some zombies. Hello. Oh, fisticuffs. You always feel so good. Alright, poison bloom. Oh, more treasure. Oh, hello. Okay, so this is another potential access point, if not maybe a more official one, given the grace right there for the Shaded Castle. Take. Nope. Change targets at the last second there by accident. I'm going to assume a golden ruin. Am I right? No, not poison grease. Alright, I think that's probably it for the castle. Now, I am intrigued about the ruins to the north of the castle, or, wait, no, to the west? Yeah, to the west. That said, I'm a bit cautious because we are sitting on a... wrong one. Quite a few runes. Like, we're a hair away from a level up. So I'm a bit concerned about dying. And I kind of get the vibe that this weird field of statues likely has some sort of boss lingering in it. But we don't know for sure. Like, why all the broken... Oh. And if this is going to be one of these guys, we can manage. I think. Alright. Who are you? Figured that was coming. Take that. Something of the Shaded Castle. Ooh. Ants, Spur, Rapier, Marius Mask, and Marius Robe. Most intriguing. We know from the ones that were near the giant jug last time that, yeah, these guys follow... Oh, come on, man. Why you have to fall over like that? Alright, 1, 2, 3... There we go. Alright, let me stab the core. Oh! Alright, refill. Yep, that's not to say we're kind of trapped here. Oof. Alright. Poke around here. Long range attack. Come on. Don't you back away from me. Okay, cool. Better. Okay, better. I wonder if he gives us anything given quite a beefy boy. Okay, just some ruins. And honestly, we got more from whoever that Mazier was? Marius. Masked in the image of a white-haired young noble, customarily worn by the head of House Marius, increases arcane. The Marius family has a dual history spanning generations, serving as both executioners and castellans of the Shaded Castle. This mask bears the likeness of the first of their line. And that robe with a black mantle across the shoulders, customarily worn by the head of House Marius. Yeah, Marius. The sons of House Marius are all sickly born. Little wonder that Mela Marius would be so beguiled by the beautiful and fierce goddess who was born into rot. More questions about all that. Ant spur rapier. Spur of a giant ant which has been fashioned into a rapier. The blade drips with scarlet rot. Scarlet rot is an old legend of which Mele Marius of the Shaded Castle was a private believer, and indeed he eventually found his own personal goddess. Skill impaling thrust. Interesting. So the ants have a connection to scarlet rot, which might explain why we found some of the ants beneath Relicaria. And again, that giant, very ominous red swamp thing beneath it. I'm looking forward when we find out more about scarlet rot. Scarlet rot is definitely intriguing. I do also like that this is a weapon that actually has scarlet rot built up on it. But we do have Dragon Breath that already kind of does that. Man, it's one of those things where it's like, I really wish I liked my sleep sword a bit more. Alright, so the next down 5. I feel like it has to have some use. Like its sleep element. Ailment? Debuff. It's a sleep debuff. Makes people go to sleep. Now that said, like I said before, sleep in a lot of games tend to be like Doom or whatever, or Banish, where it's like, it's overpowered, but it works on only like 5% of all the things in the game. So when it does work, it's really good. But it's very hard to find those things. Okay, we have enough to level up. Part of me is tempted to try and use the sleep sword on the plants over there, but we have enough to level up, so that seems a bit unnecessarily dangerous. I am a bit intrigued about over here, maybe. I feel like this is going to be a secret. It would also be like over there in a little nook. So we're going to go back to the ramparts, level up, and then head for that little nook. I think next up on the level up stat priority list here would be some health. Yeah, here we go. Boom. Like I said, current objective is to get all these to 25, and then we'll go back into... We have at least 2 things that require like 32 or 33 faith, so probably bump that up. Almost tempted to try and get int up a bit, but same point, we might be better off with like strength or potentially even more faith. Like just because some of the highest level faith stuff we have right now is like 32, doesn't mean that later on we might not find something like arcane where it's like suddenly the next highest one is going to be 60 or 50 or something like that. Alright, right out over this way. Come on. There we go. There's something suspicious about these guys just lingering here. Okay, 1 down. Quite beefy for being the hopper dudes. I remember them being a bit weaker. I guess they weren't complete pushovers either. I will always remember these guys in Dark Souls 1 in that like giant wood hollow area that went down to like the primordial forest thing with the dragon at the very end of the long road. Man, because that hollowed out trunk having to fall down more and more was what was that just now? I saw something sparkly. I mean, it looks like it was just a skull with some ruins in it at the end, but do those things just fall down from above? Is that how they spawn? Okay, good. Need to watch the old mana here. Oof. There we go. There. Alright, drink up. And poke. Alright, are you a normal skull? Yes, you are. Why did he drop down from above? And I'm a bit curious. Like, are these guys guarding something hidden? Nothing revealed itself, and we have to really find any secrets that kind of go downward in this terrain, but doesn't mean there can't be a frisk or something. But yeah, why are they over here? What, if anything, is the backside of this castle hiding? Which actually, in hindsight, turn on the lantern. Yeah, single withered tree. How very, very suspicious. That said, what if anything is over here? Ooh. Yep, tree and it's a lily. Aquila's lily. Not seeing anything, but I do kind of want to peek over the edge, as it were. Yeah, okay. Not seeing any hidden drop down. It would be strange if there was, but you never know. Yeah, not seeing anything over here. So, eyes on the road, as it were, as we go to this mysterious rotted tree in the middle of a field of normal trees. The fact I don't even see anything here is all the more suspicious for it. How very odd. Alright. There's nothing. Though watch me find out later on, it's like, what? You didn't, torch the tree? If you did that, then a secret dungeon opens up. Which, I say that lovingly. It is both frustrating and yet loving in that basically a game has secrets like that. And I guess I could try torching it. Like, again, all these trees, why this one alone in this field is rotted. That said, I mean, the castle itself uses some of the rotted tree assets, so it's not completely odd, it's just the only one outside of the castle. Do I have any standard fire spells here? Well, actually, I guess. Frenzy flames are still flames. Alright. Well, I tried. We'll take one last little look around the perimeter here. Iron skulls raining down from above. Who is up above throwing skulls down here? And after that little grave tunnel from last time, I don't trust even natural dead ends without at least checking with the shackles. Alright. I think we can head south. Okay, we saw nothing there. That's where we fought the dudes. Probably nothing there. We'll take a quick glance since we already took care of these guys here anyway. Like, I'd wonder if there'd be some sort of maybe like elevator or wind something to kind of like get around, but yeah, I'm not seeing anything. At most, we'd want to check this like little part where the earth kind of juts up here, because I could hide a cave there. Nope. Alright. And so it appears that the only thing down here is the shaded castle, which makes sense. I do kind of like the fog kind of touching against the cliffside, as it were. And you are sheep over here, correct? Yes, you are. Alright. So the next best stop to go toward is this right here. Now the question is, how do we exactly get there? Because I'm noticing a lot of things kind of jutting up here. Like, obviously we wouldn't be able to tackle it from here. But there is this little road that, for whatever reason, terminates here. If I had to take a guess, this might be a folk hero grave. So we have two potential avenues. Either we take this road and wrap all the way around, or we kind of check how this kind of connects it there. Oh, and we have only 3,000 runes. It wouldn't be a lot if we were to go back to the bear cave real quick and try that previous thing I tried before. That's Dragonborough Fork. Because like I mentioned before that cave, the goal of that cave might be pure stealth. It might not be... The fact that that giant bear kills us might itself be a mechanic, rather than a danger, as it were. So, a bit curious there. As I also glance at my phone. Alas, many an old coworker today are being laid off. Never fun. I don't know if using a lantern risks anything here, but... Now I should probably have the shield. I was like, being able to dodge in a hurry would be potentially nice. Alright. Bear leaves the room. We know there's a drop down over here, because I did not want to take it last time. But this time, we are free to gamble our runes. Hmm. It's like, there are wolves here. How strong are the wolves? That is the big question. Okay. Now, if this is a carbon duplicate of that one volcano cave we took, this should lead to a separate little area. I don't know if that would, like, alert anyone that's down here. Nope, they have not moved. I'm cautious due to the growling that we're hearing. But okay, so it is a bit different than the previous cave, because yeah, the previous cave, this led to that, like, little back nook. Now my current logic here is... And the white wolf seems to be the alpha, probably. So I'd rather take care of this guy first. The question is it going to travel all the way up here? No, okay, we're good. Okay, good. Yep, that's an alpha, alright. I'm a bit surprised it doesn't realize it can technically reach me right now, but I'm okay with this. Okay. Coast should be clear. Should probably tap off on mana just in case. I am wondering if there's a boss down here. Because the big question is if the boss is like the power level of the bear, that might not be beatable. Alright, Golden Ruin 8. Beast Blood. Alright, Thin Beast Bones. Real quick, gonna check the path that we came from in case there's a hidden wall. I didn't want to use this earlier with all the wolves around, since sometimes they are attracted by the sound. Yep, nothing's revealing itself. And targeting's not picking up on anything. Golden door? Nope, nope, another drop down. We do have that one equipment, I think, that does silence our footsteps, right? Now that's fall damage. There we go. Eliminates all sound made with a weird ring movement. This is a sneaking operation. Who would be best against these guys? I'm thinking Perfumer. And we're able to sneak down here, but I think going back to this is for the best. Alright. Ready to engage. Yep. Dang it. Yep, not too surprised there. It's like I'm hoping for a steak of Mariko. Oh, no? Alright. Gonna have to get back to the old-fashioned way. Could we outrun the wolves? Probably very tricky to do so. It's like there's 9,000 runes on the line, which isn't a great deal, but it's something. Yeah, Battle Mage might be the better choice here. Oops, don't want to make too much noise. I'm a bit curious what's in that other direction, but... And also, we'll need to make sure to loot that afterwards here. Assuming we actually survive the boss fight. This is gonna be nuts. Ignore me. Okay. They've put up fog to protect us, which is good. Grab that. It's like, I want to take down the range one first. It's like Battle Mage, keep that one distracted for a bit. Dang it. Okay. Good. Spare time. Like we're just gonna have to kite here. Okay, dang. Alright, let him berserk around for a bit. Alright, mana back. There we go, bait the attack. so good. Yep. Swing, swing. Good. This is doable. Just slightly dangerous because of how hard he can hit. And some of the bumps in the train make me a bit afraid of catching on anything. Alright, 1-1. I forget how many he does here. Phew! Decent amount of Farmazola taken care of. Flame Drink Talisman 2. Okay, it's an item. Generally the upgrades are kind of meh on, but in hindsight, it might be pretty good for taking on that freaking dragon on the bridge that keeps burning us to death. Okay. Back to the entrance. Although actually, in hindsight, how many runes do we get for beating those two? Because if it's quite a bit, we don't want to... Ooh, yeah, that is quite a bit. Alright, lantern back on. Alright, let's see here. Level up. Boom. Some mana. Okay, we're 14,000 short, which is no small amount. Pardon me, I was tempted to go back to the Round Table Hold, because it's been a while since we've been there, so we should probably see what we can upgrade. And man, I guess see if anything's changed, but I doubt anything's changed here, since due to us kind of dragging our feet on beating the other Elden Lords, if that's what they're called, then it's like most of the people here are still just chilling. Yep, I see a big old red man down there. There's really only the one proper NPC here, and that's the warrior lady. And last we talked to her, she's still just like, yep, being a warrior lady.
In this ash, it reminds me of
Ancient Storm, first talk. So alright, let's actually burn some of these ruins on upgrading equipment here.
Well, I took you for no man to lay out your own.
Alright, strengthen. Oh, we're so close to being able to upgrade the pike. So we can upgrade the Castus. We should also, in theory, upgrade the War Spear, since we do get a lot of use out of it. It's okay. Yeah, I think. There's also the thing we should probably upgrade the Godslayer seal, given how much we use it too. But, well, you know, actually I say that we use it a lot, but we actually don't use it that much. We use it more for like utility rather than actually offense. So okay, definitely upgrade the Castus. Upgrade Vike's War Spear. Went from 4, or Somber Smithing Stone 4 having 20 of, to Somber Smithing Stone 5 having only 4 of. Yeah, we can't upgrade the Inverted Hawk Eater Shield. Although I keep forgetting why I'm doing that though, because it doesn't seem to be upgrading into the guarded damage negation stats. But I could have sworn at some point, either a common or my soul-splitting friend told me to do it. But I might be misattributing things here. It's like, do I drive this even further? We tend to use it for a lot of the PvP stuff, so it wouldn't be bad. It's just part of me, it's like, what if we come across the perfect weapon? But alright, we use it enough where we can afford one of 4 stones. Question is, can we afford one of 6 stones, or one of 6 stones? Probably. Okay, there we go. And then...
Greetings, are you here for spirit?
Alright. Who deserves an upgrade in their power level here? I feel like Battle Mage does, but boy does he he'd take a lot of damage. Like when he comes out in the field, he can duke for quite a bit, but he definitely draws aggro in a good way. I also think basically Perfumer should deserve it. And I do like my Jar White. Jar White's kind of the chaos factor. But do I want to use Ghost Glovewort 4 on the 3 of them? Well, definitely Perfumer. Okay, we could even go further. I mean, she's probably our tankiest of all our summonable spirits. Yeah, I think I definitely want to upgrade these 3 for right now. Maybe give Perfumer 1 more? Can even go even further. That said, and I know I say this a lot, but I really should probably have one of these that's actually usable. The question is, who? Like the Winged Misbegotten? These are the ones that come with... Ah, yes, yeah. Again, in theory, it's not the worst. How much mana does it take to some of these guys? 37? I feel like amount of mana it takes, the better, but that's not really true, per se. Rotten Straight... I do love to just, like, summon 5 of them, but knowing how many bosses just have wide sweeping attacks, it's like, that doesn't mean a whole lot. Oh, I forgot this takes HP rather than FP. Again, with how much Grave Glovewort we're accumulating, I feel like I need something here. Since none of these so far are, like, super appealing. These ones almost. The Kindred of Rot. Because I do like their little missile barrage of, like, web. And they do seem pretty good at dodging when I'm fighting them. To a certain degree. They're not the smartest, but... like, I could see it being actually useful. Okay, so if anything, actually... Alright, inventory. Actually, hold on. We had talk ability with her.
I feel like I'm really coming to grips with spirit tuning of late. I can see how and why immortal essence exists. A spirit under the Golden Order. I can understand their yearnings. What they become drawn to. Master Hugh said it himself, actually. That I'm no mere apprentice any longer. Once again, I'm pleased to make your acquaintance. Roderica, the Certified Spirit Tuner.
Aw. Oh, we got Curtsy emote. Not bad. Okay, Curtsy. Let's see here. If we were to swap someone out... I'm still kind of drawn to basically swapping out Finger Maiden. She was really good early on, but she's definitely kind of falling a bit out of favor. Latenna basically has more uses than her. I mean, at times she's pretty good for staying alive, but I think Perfumer is also pretty good at staying alive. Between the summoning, like, the golden bubble barrier and having a shield. Because, yeah, Finger Maiden can't really spam her heals, so we'll unequip her for right now. Oh, yeah, there's also the Bloodhound Knight. That said, these are the special ones again, so it's just like, I'm kind of waiting off until the DLC. DLC, you know the DLC has to have something really good. So it's like, I want to kind of at least have enough to upgrade a DLC one. So yeah, we'll put the Kindred of Rot on there to kind of give them a chance. Okay, probably talk again. Yeah, Spirit Tuning. Alright, 1 out of 17, we can afford to spare that. 1 out of 19, we can afford to spare that. 1 out of 14, same. 1 out of 11. Yes. 1 out of 8. Yes, but this is probably as far as we can push it. Alright, yeah. We dare not go basically 1 out of 2. She didn't get a talk thing back. Alright, cool. That was just leave as an option. Alright. So That is quite a pretty penny of ruin spent, so we don't need to worry anymore about losing them if we go back into the bear cave. One could argue it's better to save for leveling up, but investment in items in these games tend to be equal to, if not at times better than even leveling up, so leveling up usually is more to facilitate using the items. Alright, we don't know that there's the item right as we snuck in with the bear. Little body on the side, and then whatever little area the bear is going towards. Okay, sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Here we are. Going around 12, warming stone. I don't want to say that it's a drop down per se. Ignore it. Woof! Hello, dear. Old Goat's Talisman. Oh, in hindsight, oh man, I've been a big old derp face about this entire place. We could have totally had that animal warding torch on. Oh well. I really thought this would have been a secret passageway, but alas, not the case. Alright. So let's see here. Bull Goat's Talisman, a talisman depicting the abhorrence of a bull goat. Raises poise. Bull goats are associated with the stout and mighty Tragoth, said to be unflinching in combat, now a silent comrade to those who fight. Patch has had me kind of kill the lad. Talisman depicting a trio of red ancient dragons on the Flamedrake Talisman +2. Vastly boosts fire damage negation. The ancient dragons, who ruled in the prehistoric era before the Erdtree, would protect their lord as well. Oh yeah, that's the same as all those things. Golden sunflower at the foot of the whole Erdtree. They retain their color along with the powerful holy essence. Oh, okay. I guess we hadn't gotten some of those before. Alright. Now the big question is, can we teleport out of here? Yes, we can. Alright. We should now return back to up here. I'll talk with Bach, see if he has any new dialogue, because I don't think we've checked in with him since he's moved up here to the plateau. Where are you, my seamster?
Bach the seamster, at your service, master. Ready to make adjustments to your garments.
Alright. Oh, I can actually remove the really cool mantle on the depraved perfumer robe. Don't want that. In general, I prefer there being cloaks.
Oh, going so soon? Please do be safe on your journeys.
Alright, let's see here. Lantern on, just in case if we need the light and we're in a hurry. Now, we want to run up to here. Did we talk to this ghost over here? He seems so obvious that I feel like we would have, but we did kind of come through here pretty quickly before. Oh, Erdtree, great Erdtree. The Golden Order itself, unwavering, stretched to the sky. Confer your guidance to our Elden Lord, to put this weary world to rights. Okay. Just someone hoping for, an Elden Lord to come along and fix the world. Okay, here we go. So this is something. Now the question is, how much of an ambush? Oop. There's some butterflies. gonna ride quickly here in case anything jumps out at us here. And yet nothing did. Where exactly is this even taking me? Oh, hello, spaghetti monsters. Oh, Amber Starlight. The thing that, Celadus needed. Okay. On one hand, who trusts a creep like him? On the other hand, makes a good puppet. After all, we do like our jar weight and finger maiden, basically, despite her not having as much use these days, like, we still use her quite a bit. Okay, real quick, double check the description on this. Amber Starlight, ingredient used in special drought. An ephemeral sliver that gives off a pale amber glow, what remains of a passing flash of starlight. If the stars command our fates, then amber-hued stars must command the fates of the gods. Such is the belief that inspired the use of these shards to prepare a most special drought. Cannot be consumed by mere humans. I feel like it's potentially a bad idea to give it to Severus. I'm tempted beforehand to I don't necessarily trust him any more than Severus, but I'm curious if Gideon has anything to say about this.
Journey to the cap. The two fingers will view maybe out.
Secret medallions. Ask about Morgoth again, I guess, because last time we were told that he might change his dialogue since we can get to the capital now, but he didn't.
Morgoth the Grace-given is Lord of Leyndell, the capital city. It lies at the foot of the Erd Tree, in the east of the Altus Plateau. But the two fingers for until we've acquired...
Same as the fort. But alright, Gideon seems to have no disagreement with what I'm about to do. Yep, good old Celadus there. They say Ranni's here, but technically her body's here, but last few times we've been here, she's been very silent. In theory, maybe she's awake now that we've kind of been doing quite a few other things in the world. Doubtful, but I'm a bit curious if she's just like, get on with it, why you're not following my orders, blah 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 blah. I mean, if she gets uppity, we could maybe throw her a bone and actually go down to Caelid and take care of Radon, but... Yep, still nobody home. Either that or she's just pretending not to be home. The ultimate show of disdain for us. But alright, let's go ahead and give Celadus this drought. Again, might be a bad idea, probably a bad idea, but we might still benefit from it. Like, if the drought is something that can kind of like bind gods and maybe give us a god puppet, that'd be pretty cool. Like maybe turn one of the bosses into like a usable puppet. I would not mind that. Okay. Thankfully the wolves did not try to start anything. Not that they could actually do anything, but they can at least force us into combat, which is kind of annoying for purposes of checking a map sometimes. If I recall correctly, this is just a mana scarab. Yeah, okay. Want to make sure I wasn't missing any Ashes of War. It's actually been a while since we've kind of gotten a new one. Well, I guess not too long. We did basically some in Caelid.
Begging for another lesson so soon?
Oh no, I'm not begging.
There remains much to be done. Make it quick.
I am giving thy what thy wants. Also, have I gotten all the things from you first? Yes, I have. Cool.
Well, well. You managed to lay your hands on it. The blessed day is finally upon us. Goodness gracious, the way it glistens. Utterly enchanting. To think this was once a demigod's very fate. My, oh my, oh my.
Yes?
Ah. Are you still here? Ah, yes, I should give you your reward. Yeah, please. It's all yours. It's splendid work. It's just marvelous.
Magic scorpion charm.
Now just you wait. The merriment is soon to begin. The scheme I promised is to be revealed very shortly.
Aw, no new puppets yet. But the fact we keep getting Starlight, we've bought all his current puppets. He's almost like, kind of like Patches. I know he's evil, but I feel like because we're working for someone else that's also evil with their whole scheme of, like, murdering the demigods, empowering her scheming vizier is kind of like, this could go great. At the end of the day, I'm on Team Three Fingers. Madness and chaos, that's what I like to spread.
You'll be flabbergasted, I can assure you. The secret I promised is to be revealed very shortly. You'll be flabbergasted secret.
Okay. I really wonder what it's going to be. If I go back to the round table hold, is he gonna like mind control Gideon or something? Okay. No one's attacking me like that one time I came back here and Gideon's henchmen attacked me. Alright, Gideon's still there. I'm a bit curious because he wanted to give the drought to Warrior Lady. Would Warrior Lady have moved on? Like, is he gonna try that again, or did he kind of give up there? Oh, she's still here.
In this ash, it reminds me of my...
And she's still smelling that first storm. Alright, I guess we can come back to the surprise later. So, let's go ahead and make this a long loop here, because, yeah, I think whatever that scrap of paper we got from Ranni's servant, that's a super old scrap of paper, it's pointing us there, and I really wonder what is waiting for us there. Alright, while we're riding forward here, I'm just going to take a quick glance. Alright, we're still good on time for today. Excellent. So we have a long little semi-journey here. And I expect at the end of our journey, we're going to find something, possibly a dungeon. Or maybe at least a basement. Though, speaking of basements, what do we have here? When I see ruins, I think basements, and I see basements, I see treasure. Ooh, the Wraith Blood ruins, okay. Hello. I mean, can we just... Alright, these guys are pretty resilient. Actually, can we put slimes to sleep? Seemingly not. Oh, does not like fire. Glass shard. Come on. Okay. Wonder why it's having a bit of trouble actually attacking here. Come on, reveal unto me your goodies. There we go. Alright, Golden Ruin 5. Big old guy, didn't drop anything. Is that? We've heard this sound before. And I thought maybe it would be the pumpkin head. No, I didn't think that before. Like, now with the pumpkin head down there, it's like, is it him? That's what I wonder. I am tripping over my words. Yeah, who is this horrible sound below? Oh yeah, we did come across this from that one church. At some point we're going to find out who it is, but... Sneaky, sneaky. It is interesting how these guys are covered with, like, blood tumors. Seems like all the wolves are usually infected with something or another. I am a bit curious if this area is where we can find that, like, that one thing they added, according to the that one comment that they added after the fact for, like, the multiplayer go fight the thing for Silver Mask. There we are. Everybody go mad. Alright, then these bones. Alright, Sacramental Bud, Sacramental Bud. Ooh, okay. Ouch, ouch. Whew. There we go. That was a much closer call than I would have liked. Alright. We're gonna top off because we don't know if treasure or boss. Okay, the answer is boss. I mean, I guess probably fire is the safer bit here. Alright, Kindred of Rot. Here's a chance to impress me. Top off on mana. Gotta say, Kindred's doing pretty good. Poke, 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 poke. So far, so good. Hit and run, my Kindred of Rot. There we go. Thank you, my little buggy boy. Alright, in hindsight, I should have had a lantern on for that fight. Barely even saw what I was fighting, but I assumed it looked like one of those vampire dudes from Bloodborne. Alright, what bloody treasure do we have here? Bloody Helix. Well, I asked for something bloody. Ominous piercing sword with a winding blade, carried by the noble servants of the Lord of Blood. Designed to bore into flesh, causing severe blood loss at the wound. The extracted blood trickles gracefully down the length of the blade. Unique skill, Dynasty's Finesse. Nimbly avoid an attack, securing some distance from foes. Follow up with a strong attack to perform a sudden lunge. And press strong attack again to perform a sweeping slice. That causes blood loss. Wonder, like, how does it compare to other blood loss letting weapons do we have? There's a dagger, that's 30. And this one was, where are you? 33. Okay, so a tiny bit more. Because I am still looking at alternatives to the Sleepy Sword. I get why it didn't work on the slimes, but I'm still sad it didn't work on the slimes. I'm like, I don't know what to do with the sword. It's one of those cool in theory, not that great in practice things. Oop. Alright, well, it tried. Like, I doubt there's any more secrets here, but... Where are you going? Seriously, where are you going? Ah, okay. Is this that thing we were looking for? Okay, examine. Use Festering Bloody Finger and invade Magnus the Beastclaw's world. Sure. So I'm assuming this is probably the thing we're supposed to use. Yes. As we start out and he's just already running at us. Ugh. I really should have had that a lot better. You died. Returning to your world. In hindsight, do I get my festering finger back? Probably not. Well, at least we're right here. Grab those. Back in. Honestly, that's just on me. I got very, 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 very sloppy. Come on, madness. There we go. Magnus Beastclaw defeated, returning to your world. Okay, Ruin Arc, for calling Finger Remedy. Now the question is, do we do it more than once, or how does that work? Okay, great stars. Sombra Mythic 76, how's our health? Okay, so they do top us back off. Oh, come on. Oh. Oh! So okay, so it stays dead even though we died, but it was the death in another world, so it didn't reset anything. Okay. Now I'm a bit curious, like, do these ruins have multiple of these things? We kind of like, as we take care of one, another one spawns? Or could we go back to Silver Mask now and be like, hey, we totally did what you asked. It was rather neato. Because I assume there's more to that storyline in general. Although I wonder how much of it is still, like, PvP oriented, but the fact that it's still, like, if the comment is correct, they added that kind of after the fact in a patch, it would kind of assume that, like, the storyline itself is not PvP intrinsically. And I'm not seeing any other, like, things around here for it. Unless maybe, like, every time you use Grace it respawns, possibly. We'll do a quick sweep here to make sure we're not missing anything obvious. And this is where we activated it. And over here was the basement. Yep, I'm not seeing anything, so I guess it's good to hit the road again. Ooh, okay, there's a treasure convoy for us to go raid. Yes, 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 yes. Ignore me. Now you guys, don't ignore me. Stop the caravan. Oh, great stars. There we go. Which does rhyme. We should also take a look at the other thing when we get the chance. Okay, a wind tunnel, so we need to get up on that bridge, but I don't think we're supposed to. I think if I recall the directions correctly, we go underneath it. Yep. That just goes to all of that, which I am curious about, but we already got a heading in mind here, and yep, we're still good on time. Wait, weren't the windmills? Okay. So we can go south to a minor urge if we wanted to. Now that's a finger, reader crone. I think we stick to the road. Let's try to get to this crossroads here. I think the only thing that would maybe stop me if I saw Frenzy. If I saw a Frenzy, I would want to try and find out more. I don't think these guys are Frenzy, but... I don't know what they are. Alright, we're gonna ignore them for right now. Where is this crossroads? Yeah, we're still in combat. I think this is not the right way. But we need to kind of run in order to just kind of drop combat. Here we go. Oh, okay, so it is, but we need to make a right up here. I'm going to assume that was some sort of siege engine firing down upon us. Alright, yep, I think this is still the road. That said, I'm eyeing some ruins right there. With, like, this densely forested, I kind of expect ambushes, but nothing really. Ooh. Okay, I guess this isn't the painter, but hello. Alright, Summer Smithing Stone 5. Come on. More nascent butterflies. Not seeing much here. I hear the distant sound of thunder. Okay, we just keep following the road here. We're trying to get to... Okay. Huh. Alright, well the lightning is near what looks like I was correct, but that might be a folk hero tomb. Oh goody. More instant death. But thankfully that's not the destination we're technically going towards. It's just near our destination, so we're using it as a bit of a landmarker here. It's not like anything great in graveyards, but it's usually enough to still justify raiding them. Alright, Golden Ruin 1. Golden Ruin 6. If you could stop doing that, that'd be great. Alright, Golden Ruin 3. 4. And 8. Okay, is that everything? I'm going to assume it is because I don't want to have to kill every single one of those plants that are trying to poison us. So, alright, continue the journey. Head towards the lightning and the giant tomb. If anything, I guess you can probably also have some grace at said tomb, though. But if it's like the Mount Gelmir one, then there might be a long elevator ride between the entrance and that. Mind if I do? Is that the painter? Okay, that's 2 soldiers chilling out. Alright, fair enough. I do wonder if, like... Why can I suddenly summon something? Kindred, you proved useful last time, so... Okay. Alright, so it is a Black Knife Assassin. Well, whenever these guys show up, that usually means we're pretty close to something with Ranni. Ouch. Uh-oh. Alright, wasn't that bad. Dang it. Come on. Like we need to use fire, then we need to use fire. Oh, wrong one, wrong one. Yep, waiting for the bug to give me a bit of an opening here. Oh, Kindred, I'm liking you. There we go. Good, Kindred of Rot. Thank you. But alright, something tells we're getting closer to Ranni's secret. Weapon, Black Knife. Ooh. Dagger once belonging to one of the assassins who murdered Godwin the Golden on the Night of the Black Knives. A ritual performed on the oddly misshapen blade imbued it with the power of the stolen Rune of Death. Unique skill, Blade of Death, unleashed the power of the Rune of Death to fire off a blade-like projectile. In addition to dealing immediate damage, the blade reduces the enemy's maximum HP and continues to wear down HP for a while. I know this sounds silly, but are the Godslayer incantations related back to the Black Knives? Interesting. And also, we didn't look at our weapons here. Great Stars, huge bludgeon with 3 stars at the striking end. Though primarily a striking weapon, the star spikes cause blood loss. A blood-stained star is an ill omen, a fact not lost upon those against whom this weapon is brought to bear. Landing attacks slightly restores HP. Okay, then the other bloody one. Right. Oh, they're both great stars. Alright, I wasn't crazy. Like, when we got that one skill, and then we got the other one, or item, and then the other item, it's like, That's the Black Knife. Holy damage. I did not expect the Black Knife to have holy damage on it. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Now, the big thing is... We were going over here, but I want to tap a site of Grayso first, so let's descend down into what I can only assume is going to be a folklore dungeon, or folk hero dungeon. Which we should turn on a lantern. Man, I gotta say, I am loving the bug ashes. Against humanoid opponents, they really help provide an opening for us. Sainted Hero's Grave. Alright. What is, this here? Shadow bathes in light and knows weakness. Oh. Bit curious also what's down that way too, but let's go back up real quick since this is technically not where I was going. I think it might actually be where it's supposed to be. Again, the fact that a Black Knight assassin was guarding the entrance is kind of a pretty big indicator of that, but like I do wonder. Because if anything, the other ruins should at least be short, because normally those are just like basements, not full-blown dungeons or whatnot. Okay, another graveyard. Ooh. Let's go ahead and tap this, what I can only assume and hope are Ashes of War. You dang goats! Ashes of War? Lightning round. What is your deal? I mean, now we can assumedly harness the power of those guys. Lightning Ram. Skill inspired by tumbling rams. Let out a bleat and then tumble forwards clad in lightning. Tumbling can be repeated in rapid succession, usable on all melee ornaments. Not gonna lie, I am highly amused by that. Alright, go to ruin 6. 4. 6. Oop. Excuse me. 3. And 4. Alright, I think that's all the graves. But is there a... Okay, there's one of those giant swords that usually tell us a story. Can't read a story if a guy's guarding it. Okay, so all I did was enchant his thing. There we go. Give me anything good? Nope. I kind of figured though. Seemed like a pretty standard near the capital soldier. That said, I mean, all these guys using lightning. How very Lord Gwyn of them. The routing of the ancient dragons, Godwin the Golden, fought to the last, earning the friendship of the dread Fortisax. Okay. So if Godwin the Golden fought to the last man, or like himself? Because I don't... He died in the plot to assassinate the gods, if I'm remembering my stuff correctly. So I'm assuming that that basically means fought to the last of... Ooh, okay. Horse rider. There we go. Alright, horse, you are free. I'd say, if only I could ride you, but I shall not make Torrent jealous. Alright, Stormcaller Church. I see they're living up to their name here. Leather draped tabard, or tabard. Lightning Great Ball, okay. Sacred Tear, don't mind if I do. And yet, not a site of grace. Gravelstone. What is Gravelstone? A small clump of sharp pointed stones which are used for crafting items. Such compound stone, found in lands once beset by ancient dragons, are said to be the scales of those very beasts. Interesting. Oh, I doubt it's anything special, but leather draped tabard, padded cloth armor with a leather shawl draped over the shoulders, widely issued to foot soldiers in a lord's army. Not bad. Alright. Probably... Ooh. Oh, let's miss this. Dragon Bolt Blessing. I'm going to assume that's like the Fire Blessing, but for lightning? Superior incantation of the capital's ancient dragon cult. Summons lightning to bolster the caster's body. Attacks become easier to deflect, and resistance to all ailments is increased. However, lightning damage will be reduced. Only those loved by dragons can survive the ordeal of cladding their bodies in lightning. Neat. Okay, not seeing anything else here, though, but we do have this marked on the map now. Yep, Stormcaller Church. I guess might as well pick up the rest of these little gravel stones. But that said, so yeah, so that piece of paper we got must have been pointing us in towards the Saint's grave. Alright, that's the horse that we took care of. I don't think there's anything else outside of these two things here on this like little plateau. I mean, in theory there might be more, which we can take a quick glance, but I think our destination, as much as I am loath to admit it, will be into the folk hero grave. I'm mainly loath to say it because that means more instant death, meaning we should probably try and find some way to level up here. Alright, Stone Sword Key, not bad. Ancient Dragon. Oh no, you again! Wait, no, why am I even stopping? No. Screw you. You made me lose all my runes last time. That said. Well, something got hit tremendously hard. Of course. Well, he did... Is that something natural, or is that something that was there naturally? Oh, wait. That doesn't make any sense. Also, are we... we gotta take the elevator again. We need to call the elevator. Ugh. Not gonna let this dragon get the better of me. Though last time, he took our runes and we're like, fine, you wanna fight? Let's fight. And then he ran like a cowardly giant elder dragon that he is. Alright, back up we go. If we're gonna be fighting this guy though, I should probably... Actually, turn on Lantern. Part of me is tempted just to kind of like retreat, break open some ruins, and level up, but I think we need 44,000 to level up. I think we're at like 34, so it'd be 10,000-ish. Okay, where's our body? Should be straight ahead. I mean, if it's like before, he's gonna show up again. The big issue is making sure that every time we do it a bit away. Alright, 31,000. Come on. Don't think this is gonna do much of anything, but... Surprised that the bug handled that. Not too surprised, but that's fine. The big thing is, like, he takes damage pretty handedly. Did I send the... No, I did not. I think in my head I'm like, but what if? What if we defeat it? We need to go back in here, but in hindsight we could just totally teleport. I guess Perfumer might be the better choice here, in that if we can get basically the barrier on us, we kind of get one free, in theory, like, ability to tank stuff. I am just a bit concerned about losing all my runes here. Alright, elevator naturally rotating from north to east. Looks like a 90-degree angle. Alright. And then... send the elevator back down. I doubt that the Frenzied Burst would do much. I think Spectral Lance is best here because it's piercing and sometimes we get it, like, onto his head. We should definitely try to position ourselves a bit near the cliff so we can at least get, like, one drop down to avoid any fire breath like that. If there's anything I recall from the Plague Dragon, dragons hate angled slopes. I mean, they'll use it to their advantage, just like I will, but... yeah, keep throwing. Run! Uh-oh. I mean... is this actually working? Alright. Take that, you bully of a dragon. Great enemy fell. Lansix Glaive. Wow. Somewhat anticlimactic, but given that he could one-hit kill me, I don't feel bad about utilizing my most common strategy. When in doubt, Spectral Lance. Alright, then Beast Bones. Okay. Back into the Sainted Hero's grave. And we should take a look at exactly what that spell is or does or what have you, because we've not seen red lightning and other things. 40 faith, there we go, a higher level faith thing. Sweeps from above with a red lightning glaive. Incantation that channels the power of the ancient dragon Lancex. Creates a red lightning glaive and sweeps the area from above. This attack unleashes a trail of lightning. Lancex was the sister of Fortisax. It is said that she took the form of a human to commune with the knights as a priestess of the ancient dragon cult. Interesting. Oh yeah, we haven't used the Sacred Tear yet. And we have quite a bit of runes here to cash in. Alright, flask. Increase amount replenished by flask. Yes. Alright, and then level up. And oh no. There we go. So vigor and mind at 24. And now we have no need to fear a roller crushing us immediately. Use stone sword key? Yes. And I'll try basically to just wrap up this place and then we'll go ahead and call it for the day. I'll be honest, I thought that was one of those knights that leap around and vanish. Crimson Seed Talisman. Boosts HP restoration from the Flask of Crimson Tears. We already had this one. A crimson colored talisman patterned after an Erdtree seed. Boosts HP restoration from the Flask of Crimson Tears. The Erdtree was once perfect and eternal, and thus it was believed that the Erdtree seeds could not exist. And I doubt there's anything in here, but... Nope, no more secrets. Alright, Lantern at the ready, Shackles at the ready. And I guess beer at the ready. I'm waiting for the rolling sound of an instant kill crusher. Dang it. Alright. Honestly, this place isn't being as scary as I think. If I look down, it's gonna be Crusher. Yeah, there's them tracks. I think going right through it, it is. Okay, so we are dealing with shadow monsters. That would explain the little dialogue. What the? Ah, okay. I've seen many a puzzle like this in my time. Ah. I want to say you want to pop out, but... I almost won the slugfest. Alright. I mean, in theory, we could just grab the thing, but... I want to beat it up. Alright. Hit again, turn on that. And yeah. Shadow bathes in light and knows weakness, so yeah. So put the shadow monsters into the light, they become vulnerable. Many memories of many ghost-type creatures in many a game, where it's like, once they're in the light, they're vulnerable, but until then, they're not. Yes, ring your little doodad bell. I'm about to beat you up. Yeah, more Ghost Glovewort. Nice. I knew there was a good reason to kill that monster. And I guess in hindsight, I do vaguely recall the one in the castle also dropping that. But okay, so if this leads over here, I'm assuming the other path goes towards the track. And then it's going to be like, you want to beat up the thing over there, because if it gets out of the light, then it will... be invincible. Where are you, Shadow One? Oh, come over here. Ah, da, 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 da. Oh, yeah, run, run, run. Alright. That said, I'm still waiting for the instant death thingies. You can't fool me, folk hero dungeon, or saint, or local hero. Come on. Oh, you're gonna throw stuff now? Dang it. Alright, you. I'll be honest, I kind of expected another one of those big things to appear, but they did not. I already have the shackles at the ready. At least so far, nothing is really hitting too strong in this dungeon. That said, famous last words and all. And one of these. Nope. Lendale Soldier Ashes, okay. It feels like there's more to this room than meets the eye. But it could just be... Yep, there we go. It's gonna top off just in case. Come on. Come on. Oof. Good one. There, I was able to do a little fancy footwork dodge. Okay. Anything else around here? Nope, but obviously... this thing. There's also that little drop down that we saw previously. Okay. And I'll be honest, this is kind of tame in comparison to some stuff we've had to deal with. Dang it. Ah! Being beaten, or eaten. And? Oh. There we go. Oh. I was kind of hoping that you would be chopped there, but no, no such luck. Gotta be patient. obviously there's that up there, but... take care of these guys first. Dang. Ah. I swear, why do I even bother with you guys? Dang it. I don't want to use any more health flasks if I can help it here. So, backstabs for everybody. Go. There we are. Light them up. Okay, one right there. Aha, okay. So, assumedly, that door is going to be sealed. We should try it nonetheless, because one time... Yep, alright, locked by some contraption. Good, good. Now, does this go back up to that one drop-down area? That's what I'm curious about here. Don't think I don't see you. I see you. Sadly, can't target lock it, but we do have tail. Oh. Alright, human bone shard. These things. I mean, it's only 10,000 runes. It's not too bad. And honestly, we know we should probably just run through the chopping areas. And again, there's also no things that run us over and instantly kill us. Now the question is, should I waste my time with these small fries? I'm thinking no. Hello, goodbye. Hello, goodbye. Alright, get stamina back. Ignore the ringing of the bells. Okay, so it recreated this. Interesting, it didn't, like, dispel it on all of them. Ouch. Whew. Raining zombies. Ah. Oh, these zombies. Alright, up we go. somehow doubt he can climb. Alright. Heal. Round 2, yo. There we go. Alright, Ghost Glovewort, Grave Glovewort, 4 and 5 respectively. And we should turn back on Lantern. Ah, okay, we're over here. Root Resin. Okay. Prattling Pate, let's go, or let's get to it. Huh, can't tell if these torches are actually, like, dispelling anything on him or not. Doesn't appear to be. Like, big question. Alright, he does leave the... Oh, no! Kind of figured that would be the case. Ouch. This is not good. No, no you don't. Ouch. No, no. Yeah, there we go. You just know there has to be something for taking him down. Somewhere, a heavy door has opened. Oh! I'll be darned. No, no. You keep your distance. So if he was there, then what's in the... Or no, he was there. If he's basically the thing, then what's over in here? Oh. Dang it. Alright. If he wants to backstab so badly, we will oblige. There we go. Yeah, was able to make that. Dang it. I'm not risking getting these guys close and having them take another bite on my neck. Ooh, hello. Oh, no. You stay away. You stay back there. Okay, still good on mana. I got a bit overly enthusiastic there with my spears. Alright, not seeing any secret outside of the obvious right there. Whew. Now that it's done... Aha, okay, so that's the drop down back into the room where that, like, opened up. So, okay. Then, what is behind... Alright, there's only a 1. Alright, stone sword key with lots of use. I kind of figured that was going to be the case. Alright. What are you guarding? Dragoncrest Shield Talisman. It's almost too good to be true. Kind of like, alright, where's that giant weird thing gonna pop out of the ground? Nope. No popping out of the ground. So it should be good then to fight whatever bosses are waiting for us. Alright. Excuse me, everybody. Ooh, I almost ran right into that. Oh, there's a boss door. As it's like. I did not see the golden glow. Yeah, no we don't. Get back up. I feel like they're gonna hide a chest or something. It might be like in these little shadows here, but nothing there. Might as well check the very top here. Okay. Alright, I'm taking Kindred again. Shield at the ready. Ancient Hero of Zamor. Ouch. Crap, I am out of healing potions. Well, that don't bring back memories. Looking at me, bug boy. Go get him. Oof. I did not see the follow-up coming, but this seems easy enough. Steak of Marika. I'm a bit surprised that it's not related to the black daggers. Oh, you don't. Alright, bug boy to me. There we go. Ah, the pillar's actually got in the way of that. Bug boy behind you. Gonna try and help out. Poor bug boy seems to be very lost right now. Yeah, there he is. Good bug boy. There we go. I fell for it again. Bug boy, please. Okay, good. Ancient Hero, some more down. Ancient Dragon Knight Kristoff. What does any of this have to do with the Black Daggers? Why were they guarding this place? Legendary Ashen remains. Use to summon the spirit of Kristoff, the ancient dragon knight. Spirit of Kristoff, an honorable knight of Lindell, who was also a devout worshipper of the ancient dragons. His skill strikes down foes with thunderbolts, the dragon's weapon of choice. After the first defense of Lindell, Kristoff earned the hero's honor of Erdtree Burial for the feat of capturing Godfrey the Grafted. Interesting, okay. The first defense of Lindell. He earned basically his hero's honor by defeating Godfrey, who we beat in his jail. Interesting. 108 basically FP cost. He has a shield. In theory, he could be a pretty good knight. Though I wonder if legendary... I mean, we already had, like, was one of the ones we had legendary quality? The Headless Knight? Lindell. Soldier Ashes. Spirits of soldiers, each equipped with a spear and great shield. The soldiers of Lindell fight their battles defensively. During the Shattering, they were ramparts that fortified the royal capital. Okay, where are you? Okay, Legendary Ashen. Yeah, okay, so Lutel the Headless is the same thing. Oh, and they also basically Hero's Honor of Erdtree Burial. Interesting. That said, way to go, Bug Boy. Bug Boy's been MVP this recording. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and wrap things up pretty shortly here. I am just slightly suspicious of, why nothing, like, I was thinking basically of... There was that weird other thing that, like, spawned twice. I'm like, is there anything maybe to be gained from that? Of course I whiffed that. Alright, I'm bad at that timing. There we go. And... in theory, we might want to take this guy down. quick. We're gonna see if that thing respawns, and if they do they drop additional glove wort? I don't know, be like, you know, grinding exploit discovered, but I am curious as to why it respawned though when we ran back. I do wonder if any of the other weapons are better suited here. I guess we can try burning it. Yep, that didn't quite work out. There we go. Okay, so they don't really drop the flowers continuously. Alright, gonna top off our health here real quick. Let those guys jump to their death. This guy would still be despawned. Good, good. Just trying to quickly replicate the conditions of, like, ran in here. Calls this guy to basically, like, follow. And then tried retreating. I mean, successfully retreated, thankfully, but... So retreated. Came back in here. Ouch. Ouch. There we go. Are you unique? You are. Alright, Ghost Glove Wort 4 obtained. Now, I doubt this would be the case, but if we ran in there again and came back, would a third one spawn? It's like run all the way in. And then run all the way back out. I'm figuring no, but you know, in for a penny, in for a pound when it comes to science. Okay, yep, nothing here. Yeah, that's not some sort of like suspicious drop down, is it? Like, why is that carved out and that one's not? Again, I'm just suspicious because this entire place had nothing to do with the Black Daggers, outside of the Black Daggers were guarding it. But like, why would they be guarding it? Like, for all the weirdness of these games, they tend not to do stuff without rhyme or reason. Okay, come on. Slam down. There we go. Excellent. Alright. Going to run back over here. Going to basically take the exit portal out, and then we're going to wrap things up for today. I am very curious if I'm missing something here. I mean, it could be that the ashes themselves are some sort of, like, anti-Black Dagger thing, but I kind of doubt it. That said, we didn't really see any other secret passages that we didn't take. Alright, return to entrance. We might have enough to level up. If not, we basically definitely have enough ruins to get us over the edge there. Oh, it takes us all the way back over here. Okay. Alright. We're gonna quickly go back down to that... Oh wait, I can just teleport. Derp. Although, real quick. Nope, nope, don't turn off the lantern. Turn it back on. We shackle up here. Does anything appear? No. Alright, teleport. Maybe in theory it's like, this cave goes under the ground here, but it's like, well, then why wouldn't the Black Dagger be guarding that rather than this? Sainted Hero's Grave. Why would the Black Daggers care about the Sainted Hero? Who, in theory, would be Ancient Dragon Knight Kristoff. I'm just a bit curious. Real quick. This over here. I'm gonna run up to these guys and take care of them the old-fashioned way. It's not like some sort of, like, jump over area here, right? I saw that. Don't think I didn't see you throwing stuff at me. Ah, dang it. Like, it feels like there'd be some secret here of, like, if you go over there, then it's like, boom, secret Black Dagger plot boss. Alright. It was no longer in shadow, interestingly enough. And just taking a glance up above to see if there was any sort of place to shimmy over to, but yeah, not seeing it. I do like the little flashlight torch. And while we're over here, just peek our head down there. I assume there'll be nothing of note that we didn't already notice previously. Yeah, just more shadow dudes. Alright. I might look up basically after the fact and be like, you know, look online like, Sainted Hero's Grave. Like, what is in the grave? And if I see something I don't recognize, we can basically be like, alright, you know, back in we go, see if there's anything here. But I'm assuming it might be like the other folk hero grave over in Mount Gelmir, where I thought I heard the jingling of a scarab somewhere, like behind a wall, but looking up like online, being like, alright, this place, what does it have in it? Just, yeah, nothing was there. Ah, gonna go ahead and level up here real quick, and then, yeah, go ahead and wrap things up here. Let's try not to drag things out too much. I have a tendency to do that after all. Okay. Looks like we only need basically to bust open one golden ruin. Where are your gold ruin ones? Here we are. Okay, this should be enough. Oh. Alright, I did math poorly. Alright, one more of those. Then I believe this goes into mana. Or FP, heavy air quotes. Blue meter. It's totally mana. Oh no, it's actually endurance next. Okay. Cool. Actually, in hindsight, we didn't take a look at the thing that we got. Oh, this one. Dragon Crest Shield Talisman. Greatly boosts physical damage negation. Not bad. Yep, same thing as all the other dragon talisman things. There was also not Dragon Blessing, not Lightning Ram, although I am very curious about that one. It was... Huh. I thought there was something we had gotten that should have been here, but... Oh, there it is. The Magic Scorpion Charm. A talisman carried by assassins who strike unseen. Patted on a scorpion, freshly shed of its exoskeleton, its claws seizing a heart that shimmers with magic. Raises attack power, but lowers damage negation. Okay. Oh yeah. I did also want to check out real quick here. Alright, if we go to Ash of the War, we go to the gloves. And then instead of Quick Step, where's my Lightning Ram? Oh, we can't keep it as ice that way, but alright, we'll say lightning, sure, why not? Okay, so then I need to keep tapping it to do it? Yeah, alright. I really wish I could just hold it, though. Alright, I can't replace it with, not spamming it. I feel like this attack would leave me very open. But I could see it also just, like, triggering the enemy over and over again. But alright, let's swap out the Ash of War. I don't think that's necessarily better than Quickstep. And very honestly, if anything, the Flame of the Red Veins, if it's as powerful as that previous comment mentioned, that could be pretty good. And Lifesteal, even parry, honestly, could be pretty fun to do with the Fist. Could have sworn there was something we had that made parrying easier to do, but I can't remember if it was a talisman or not. Or a spell or something. And we didn't even have the shout. Oh yeah, there is basically that thing from Sekiro. Which could be pretty good. Okay, well, we'll put, just, no, not that one. Put Quickstep back on. Cold back on. We'll keep that for right now. And yeah, let's go ahead and call things for today. Next time around, map-wise, I am thinking we kind of go a bit backwards and we check out this minor Erd tree. Curious about this cave here. Definitely need to go check back into Celavis to see if his plot has moved forward at all there. We need to go check back in with Silvermask to see if that plot has moved forward anywhere. And, probably forgetting a plot or two somewhere. Maybe we'll go check in with Kenneth Height, see how he's doing. But yeah, that will be for next time. So, until then, later.